starts. The episode starts with Bart getting a letter saying, I'm going to kill you, Bart.
Right, I'm going to kill you, Bart. Because doesn't she have a pen pal or something?
Well, no, yeah, it's like, it's like, that's another, yeah.
She has a pen pal from someone in some Asian country.
Yes, like a repressed country. And Bart thinks that it's making fun of her.
Something like that, and then he gets a letter.
Right. So he gets a letter, and what appears to be written in blood saying, I'm going to kill you, Bart.
But that's not how it starts. It starts. They're sitting on the couch. Bart and Lisa, they're watching TV.
That's right. They're watching TV. They're watching Itchy and Scratchy.
Oh. And it's some Itchy and Scratchy episode where that's the cartoon show they watch, right? It's incredibly violent.
It's shockingly violent. And it is completely hilarious.
Because somebody always dies, right? Somebody always dies.
The cat always dies. The cat always gets it really violently.
Somebody always gets chopped into bits.
That's the cat, Itchy. Or is it Scratchy?
Itchy is a cunning mouse who always kills Scratchy, who is the cat. Bart and Lisa, it's so violent. Bart and Lisa think it's completely hilarious. It's disturbing. It's awesome.
I think I saw that the first time I saw that. I thought, oh, that's going too far.
It's absolutely going too far. It's so brilliant.
So I remember they're watching the episode and something happens. Oh, they're watching it and they're laughing, right? Yeah, they're laughing. And Lisa's like, that's totally funny, Bart. Why aren't you laughing? And Bart is full of glue because he's depressed because someone is trying to kill him.
And then the doorbell rings and it's a nail.
Yes, and that's when she gets the pen pal letter.
Right. And that's like when Bart gets another death threat, and like no one, like everyone's really blasé about it, and everything is shot like Cape Fear, where like there are like all these smash cuts where like it's like Dunn, where like they start on a shot and sort of widen out that way, and it's sort of Cape Fear like.
The second Cape Fear.
The second, the Nero, so it'll be like he'll open a letter and it's a smash cut, so it'll be something like I'm going to kill you, Bart, oing. And then we have a shot. Then we have a shot of all the letters on a table, and then there's a womp womp womp. Well, yeah, that's a sound from the Cape Fear soundtrack, though. Womp womp womp.
Oh yeah, like womp 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 womp.
No.
Womp 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 womp.
And so it's that. It's all the letters in an overhead shot on the table, and they're all sitting around a kitchen table. And then there are like all these letters written in blood, and then there's like one written in pen. And Bart's like, oh, there's one written in pen. And Homer's like, oh yeah, I wrote that one for when Bart tattooed this on my butt. And then he like pulls down his pants, and you see the word tattoo on his butt wide load.
That was really funny that they were like laughing.
And you know, it's very, yeah, I just thought it was funny to take a break from the episode to make fun of Homer. Anyway.
Oh, there's a court case.
Oh, right. There's a court case. But before that, at the end of that sequence, we see ketchup bottles where you die onto the letter, and it's revealed. It's Sideshow Bob.
Sideshow Bob?
Right, played by Kelsey Grammer.
Right, yeah, Sideshow Bob played by Kelsey Grammer. So it's like,
Not Mr. Burns?
no.
No, it's Sideshow Bob.
There isn't a fish with 3 eyeballs?
Blinky, no. That's from the episode where Burns' nuclear power plant is polluting the Sneaky River, and Bart tries to shut it down. He doesn't actually try to kill Bart in that episode, but he does try to kill him multiple times in Curse of the Flying Hellfish.
Excellent, right?
Excellent.
So he's writing. Sideshow Bob is writing in ketchup.
Right, but before that, he tastes the ketchup evilly right before the commercial. And then...
Oh, and then he's on the stand.
Right, he's on the stand, but... No, before that, I remember, they're like, these shots of him doing menacing things and like lifting weights in the rubber calisthenics, so like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and that's when we see the tattoos.
Wait, what are the tattoos?
So it's like L-U-B and H, like Because the Sims characters only have 3 fingers. They have only 3 fingers.
Wait, is it really only 3?
Yeah, that seems.
Plus thumbs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's so weird. I guess that's ignorance for you.
So he's like lifting weights and we see LUV and H like,
Oh, that's from Do the Right Thing.
No, Do the Right Thing is taking it from
Night of the Hunter.
Oh.
He's also Robert Mitchum.
Who's also Robert Mitchum, who plays De Niro's character in the original Cape Fear.
There's only 2 things in this world: love and hate.
Well, yeah, the villain, he has love and hate. But they do something with the LUV and H. They do some weird, it's like an umlaut, where they do some weird phonetic thing with the A to make it read love and hate. What is it?
So then we go in after the montage, and then we see it Side Shabab in court. And he's charming everyone in court. Oh, and doesn't Side Shabab have like Die Bart Die tattooed on his chest? And there's a lady, isn't there? And she's like, you have Die Bart Die tattooed on your chest. And he's like, no, it's the Bart the Sherman.
But
There's a lady in court, right? The lady?
Yeah.
right, there's a lady in the court who's like, anyone who knows German couldn't be a bad man.
Anyone who speaks German.
Anyone who speaks German couldn't be a bad man.
The Bart he is so awesome.
And then, oh yeah, there's a Simpson character, the smiling like prosecutor, is like, what are your feelings about Bart Simpson?
Oh, that guy? I think I remember that guy.
Aha! Is it not true that you repeatedly threatened to kill Bart Simpson many times? Bart Simpson, that spirited little scamp, who twice spoiled my evil schemes and sent me to this urine soaked hellhole. We take exception to urine soaked hellhole, we prefer pea soaked stinkhole. And then Sideshow Bob is like, truthfully, you're wrong.
Hey. It's nothing. It's nothing. I thought I heard something. Bart Simpson, that spiritual little scamp.
Right,
Hellhole.
right, yeah.
He's walking. Sideshow Bob is walking.
Right, so he's walking out and then we see like this big like whoosh and there's like the word parole across.
Right, and then you see that it's him. He's looking straight directly into the camera, and he's walking up to the camera until it's like right up against him.
Right, before that, there's, oh yeah, that's when we get another spoof of a scene from Cape Fear, where like they're like in a movie theater and Neo's character is like sitting with a cigar. But instead, so we get Sideshow Bob sitting in the movie theater with a cigar and laughing really obnoxiously like, ha ha. And then, that's when, let's go.
The only thing I can remember about that whole movie, Juliet Lewis like sucks Robert De Niro's and fingers in a really gross way. And then he bit Ileana Douglas's face, right?
Right.
Bit Ileana Douglas's face off. That's all I can remember.
No. He kills the dog. Does he bite the lady's face?
He bites her face hard, but instead of that, we get Homer in the movie theater sitting down with an even bigger cigar and laughing even louder, like, oh! And then Sideshow Bob is just like, now it's really just inappropriate. And then Bart is like, it's you! You're the one who's been threatening to kill me. And then Sideshow Bob says something along the lines of, what's the word? It's you! You're the one who's been threatening to kill me. And then he says, oh God, this is really funny.
That sounds totally familiar.
Oh,
did you get it?
well, no, but I remember, the whole first act of the episode is like, who's sending the letters? And then, so Lisa's like, I think I know who it is, and she calls up Mo, the bartender. She figures it must be Mo taking revenge for all the prank calls Bart has been making. So she calls up Mo, the bartender, and he responds, Mo's Tavern, and Lisa's like, cut the gig. The gig's up. We know it's you. And then Mo is like, oh God, all right. And so he hangs up the phone. And there's like this enormous like crowd in the pandas. Like, enormous amount of pandas on the back. And they're all playing poker. And then Mo was like, all right, guys, the gig's up. Get out of here. On the way, on the way. And all these pandas come running out of the bar like Shirley poker chips.
Oh, right.
And isn't there something where...
Come out!
I'm all right.
Come out!
I'm all right.
Get out here!
My name is Gibson. I'm on the road.
Shut up!
Hey,
How much?
It's the whole country.
Thank you. Where are you coming from?
Framingham,
Framingham. That's
Massachusetts.
it's near Holliston, right?
Yeah, near-ish. It's in the eastern part of the state, near I-90.
How did you come down?
I went over to Boston first.
How is Boston?
Boston's a mess.
how bad is it?
Yeah, it's really bad.
I have a sister.
I'm sorry. I didn't see any women. I just got there, got out of there.
Then which way?
I went down 24 to Brockton. I was hearing rumors about a barricade near Bridgewater, so I cut over to 95 and took that down to Providence. Providence was deserted, weirdly. Not even that many bodies. Maybe there was an evacuation? I don't know.
I think they were hit early, so maybe the government cleared people out?
I guess. It was eerie. I decided I should head to Stanford.
Stanford. My wife was in Stanford on business. She just checked herself into the hospital right as Cecilia was put under quarantine.
I didn't actually go into Stanford, but there were people living there. It seemed okay.
Yay high, fair hair.
Wait. Let's do this properly, all right? I think it's important that we do this properly.
Right, yeah. You want to go?
Don't you?
No, I gotta get it.
Okay. All right. H. Harrison, Maureen Harrison, Dawn Harrison, 64, 65. You're not going to open that?
I've got a good memory. Trust me, I really do.
Holmes, Mel Holmes, that's a woman, 38. Kay Kapner, Tim Kapner, Lisa Kapner, and they have 2 sons. Paul, he's 7, and Noah, 5. Do you mind if I just look? Alright. Thank you. I just had to, you know?
Of course.
L. Nelia Larkin, 14. W. Miriam Westerbrook, 36. And this is crazy because she was in California.
That's not crazy. People got out of California.
It's crazy, but she's my best friend since college. Celia Campanelli.
No, sorry.
You can go ahead.
D. DePaul, Elizabeth DePaul, 32. Cameron Edwards, 38. E. Arden Edwards, 22. I. Ingracia, Lynn Gracia, 39. Jack Ingracia, 12. Tabby Ingracia, 8 months. Stuart Ingracia, 6. L. Sarah Lewis, 39. Eric Shanker, 40. Timothy Ward, 42.
No, sorry.
Yep. Jenny?
Okay. B. Butler, Angela Butler, 71. Sharon Butler, 46. This is Boston. Richard Butler, 52. C. Cohen, Mary L. Cohen, 17. Nina Cohen, 19. Raoul Cohen, 14. G. Garber, Mark Garber, 37. Casey Martin, 39. Roland Martinez, 50.
Casey Martin.
Casey Martin.
I've got a Casey Martin.
Brown hair, about 6 feet tall.
Brown hair, tall, yes.
Glasses, and brown eyes.
Glasses. I don't know about the eyes.
He's got a lean build.
Bethesda.
He's in Bethesda?
No, he's from Bethesda. Before that, briefly DC and Scranton for college. And before that, Belma, a tiny, tiny town in Maine.
Oh, no, that's not him.
Working in Johns Hopkins Hospital for Records Administration.
Yeah, that's really not him.
Sorry.
I don't even know why I have this guy on my list. I mean, I haven't talked to him in over a year. Do I have any more? Is that like 10?
I wasn't counting.
I can do more.
I have one more. Charlie Bernard, my crazy uncle, schlumpy, weird. I know you don't have him.
No, sorry.
Sam?
H. Linda Hopkins, 52. S. Jenny, or Virginia Scott, 60.
That's it?
I come from a small town. I know about everybody else.
All right, so you're doing 10?
Isn't it true?
Seems like last week or so, people have been knocking it down to 8. Mine are E. Evans. Peter Evans, 70. Estella Evans, 48. Richard Kahn, 35. Sorry, that's K. Kahn, Richard. L. John Llewellyn, 37. S. Nolan Scott, 36.
Wait just a second. I've got a very new notebook. I didn't even know who the S is. Alright, no, sorry.
Suarez. Lilia Suarez, 38. Petra Suarez Evans, 2. Cynthia Warner, 52. Francis Warner, 22. Noah Warner, 27.
No, sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Hungry?
I'm alright.
Beer?
That would be great, thanks.
I'll get it.
So, how long have you been traveling?
About a month and a half. I've been stopping here and stopping there. Mainly I've just been going. What about you?
I've been here for about a week. I'm from Baltimore originally. I was in Wilmington for a while, about a month ago, and then I was really on the move for just about 3 weeks.
I got here 4 days ago. I was in New York. Then in my mother-in-law's cabin in the Catskills. I had to get out of there 2 weeks ago.
I live here. Or no, I lived here. Or no, I live here, right? Over there.
Stream cooled.
Nice, thanks.
Pleasure. So you came down to Stanford on 95?
I went 84 down to Richmond. You heard that the Millstone plant went up too?
Millstone, what's that? Is that?
Nuclear. Yeah, near Waterford.
Wait, where is that?
It's right on the coast near Mystic.
Where is that? I only know the movie title. That's
Just east of the border of Rhode Island.
so. That's how many miles from here?
Well over 150.
That's somewhere.
I can check my atlas.
But that's fine, right?
It depends on the weather on the way.
Over 150?
I heard 10. I heard heard 20. I heard 20 miles for a few days. I heard 50 miles for a few months. I heard 100 miles for 100 million years. I mean, I just stay away when I know how to stay away.
186.
Waterford, we're fine. There are others lots closer. Well, there are.
Then you took the 84?
I took 84 down to, I was hearing, there was a barricade from just east of Hartford until, I don't know, I cut the whole area a really wide berth. But I rejoined 84 just past Southington. I crossed the river near Tarrytown.
I heard that all of West Pennsylvania is completely.
I don't think that's true. I think that's a crazy rumor. I do.
There are a lot of crazy rumors.
I mean, it wasn't like it was sudden. They had weeks and weeks and weeks where it was pretty clear. They had weeks and weeks and weeks where they could have planned this.
I think there was a lot of pressure to keep the electricity going up and the grid up. They were so worried about the grid going down and people freaking.
On the news, there was this one broadcast that was saying there's just not enough people in some places. That you have to have, trained personnel, hundreds of trained people to stow the material, and they just didn't have time.
I didn't see this. When was this?
It was local. It was one of the last broadcasts before everything started to go off the air.
People are not competent. Can I just say that? People are not competent.
I ran into a guy at Walmart the other day. We were talking about duct tape. There isn't any left in Walmart, of course. And I never got any before because I thought, well, really, what's the use? And then I'm sorry because it's handy. And I hate going into houses. I'm not good at the stink. So we were talking about where we still have it. And he had a really good suggestion, which is the janitorial areas of schools. So anyway, we were talking about duct tape. And he has a cousin who works at a nuclear power plant, Oyster Creek. It's near Asbury Park. And he said,
But where is that? Asbury Park. How many miles from here?
It's about
100?
Indian Point is actually a lot closer.
How much closer?
about 30.
What did the guy say at the Walmart? You ran into him and he said,
He said that when the operators take the plant offline, that the cooling pools, which is where,
Right.
that the radioactivity, the rods are fine basically for as long as there's electrical power to the plant. They just sit there, it's fine. And when power goes out, there are these massive generators that continue to power the plant for weeks. But then the generators start to break down. And the electricity stopped, and the fire started, and everyone is really distracted. And he correctly realizes, I don't think anyone is thinking about this. And the weeks are kind of ticking away.
The fires were before.
No, the fires, those were after.
Fires were before the grid went down.
The big fires, the crazy explosions, those were after.
Not where I was.
it depended on where you were.
Hey,
Alright, before, after, before. I'm sorry. He realizes?
Yeah, he's thinking about it. So he decides, well, okay, it's on me. So he formulates this plan where he's going to walk to the power plant, and he's going to find the shed, and he's going to break into the shed. But because he says the shed is going to be locked, because when people are panicking, they aren't thinking, they just lock. I'm going to have to bring a crowbar, I'll pry the fuck out of it, and I'll break into the shed and I'll refuel the generators. And this will be my task, right? For months, this is what I will dedicate myself to refueling those massive generators. Until finally the generators break down, because things always break down. But at that point, I guess at that point it's different. They're like the radioactivity is settled, or like the worst of it is bubbled away.
it's still radioactive. It's still just as radioactive for like 100,000 years. It's still just as radioactive.
Yes, but I think he thought there wouldn't be this issue of explosions or plume because the gas wouldn't build up. Anyways,
But he knew what he was talking about, right? He knew?
yeah, but did he? His cousin worked at the guard box at the gate. I mean, he had these terms. And what he told me, in the power tools section of the Walmart, the ex-power tools section, saws aisle, one of these things that was stripped absolutely clean, was that he had gone to do it. He was living 15 miles away at the time. So he sets out, he walks it. It takes him a day and a half because of anyways, he walks it and he's there. He's at a gas station a mile from the main entrance to the plant. He's refueling he's filling one of his tanks, and he's got containers of gasoline, he's got a dolly, or what are those things where it's like this big with strips of carpeting on some planks?
Yeah, that's a dolly.
Okay, yes. So he's got containers of gasoline, he's got a dolly, he's determined, he's set, he's ready to go, and then he has just like how you picture something really vividly, a waking fantasy. And he can see himself at the front gate of the plant. And there's reactor A right above him. But he doesn't look at it. He just presses on and up this little service roadway leading to the plant, and he's totally picturing himself busting at the lock until he busts it open. And this shed is vast and shadowy. And at the end of it, this hulking generator. But he's maneuvering the dolly inside when he realizes that these huge machines, and it's so quiet. He lowers the dolly, he steps inside. He walks all the way across. Boots on concrete. He reaches the silent generator and touches it. It's cold. Dead. He's too late. And he has an ache in his stomach, which he thinks, what is this? Is this adrenaline? And he thinks, probably not. And this ache starting up in his head.
Wait, is that how you know? Is that the first headache?
This is just what he said. His stomach and his head. And he's leaving the plant, and he looks up, and there's the reactor right above him, half in sunlight, half in shadow. And this is when he gets the first wave of nausea, and he discovers he's shitting his pants, and this is weird. He doesn't want the reactor to get to watch him die. So he sets off back down the roadway, and he thinks to himself, all I want is to get around that curve up there. So I'm out of sight. Feet just take me that far. Feet don't fail me now. And this is when he snaps out of it. He's still at the gas station, a mile from the plant, and he's siphoning off one of the tanks. And he knows he can't do it. He drops the siphon, he walks away. He says, it's not knowing, that's the problem. He said, I think I can handle anything if I know what it is. I just can't manage the dread. And then we talked about delicate. I have a box of it, if you want any. You're welcome to it.
I'll stay away from your son, all right? I'll stay away forever. That's the line. It's, oh, I'll stay away from your son, all right? I'll stay away forever.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. I knew it was.
Thank God, right? I was gonna blow you away. I swear to God. Hey, wait, you're still alright.
Right, yeah.
The movie theater.
Right, yeah.
They're in the movie theater, and Marge says, "You're an awful man. Stay away from my son." This is after Sideshow Bob turns around, and they all gasp as they say, and Bart says, "It's you! You're the one who's been trying to kill me!"
Yes!
And Marge says, "You're an awful man. Stay away from my son." And Sideshow Bob says, "Oh, I'll stay away from your son, all right? I'll stay away forever."
Yes!
Which freaks Homer out.
Yes!
And then Sideshow Bob is like, "Oh, no, that's not it." And he walks up frustrated.
Yes!
Awesome.
That's it!
That's so good.
You do that with the rest of the episode?
Oh, yes.
I can't. I really wish I could.
No, you underestimate yourself. That was brilliant.
That was so good.
I've never actually watched an episode of The Simpsons. That bit comes from an ex-girlfriend. She used to have this thing, this little routine. She'd be like, you'd say, "Would you mind not, I don't know, drumming your fingers like that?" She'd say, "Oh, I'll stop drumming them, all right. I'll stop drumming them forever."
Completely annoying. She's the one you really need. She was always putting all of them.
I'm not, by the way.
Gibson.
If Jenny,
Maria.
Same.
You were in the middle of an episode?
Oh, yeah, right. We're in the middle of an episode.
where were we?
Pandas.
Pandas, right? Pandas.
And Mo was shooing them away. Onward, onward.
We were so much earlier. We were actually.
Movie theater.
Right, we were in the movie theater.
Right, we're in the movie theater. But after that, that's when they go on a road trip.
The houseboat.
Yeah, they're on a houseboat. Yeah.
Oh, like in the cartoon, Cape View?
Terror Lake.
And there's piranhas. He's running. He's running from piranhas, right?
There are piranhas.
He's running from them, right?
Right. And I think this is like when Sideshow Bob gets on the boat and he like cuts the line, and then Bart comes out and he like looks around and he sees and he runs to the railing. He looks over and there's a bunch of crocodiles and he's like, oh no! And so he runs to the other side of the deck, looks over the railing, sees a bunch of piranhas, and he's like, oh no! And he runs back to the other side of the railing and it's, oh right.
But we're forgetting something. There's a cactus before.
On the road trip to Terror Lake.
They drive through a cactus patch, right? They drive through a cactus patch.
Yeah, so Homer's like, hey guys, want to drive through that cactus patch? And everyone's like, yay! And Sideshow Bob just hanging under the car going, ouch, ouch, ouch.
Oh, they're listening to music in the car.
Oh right, and they're in the car. They're singing Gilbert and Sullivan.
Yes, because at the end.
At the end, Sideshow Bob and Bart perform a duet. They perform HMS Pinafore, the entire Gilbert and Sullivan opera.
Great. Bart and Sideshow Bob do perform a duet together.
Yeah, and it's something. How does it go? It goes.
No, never. No, never, never, never. Is it no, never?
It's what never, no never. What never, no never. Something, sailors never get sick at sea.
What never? No, never. What never? Well, hardly ever. He's hardly ever sick at sea.
Yeah, nice.
And aficionado, eh?
Worse than that, I'm afraid. I belong to a small amateur society.
Does that mean that you can do schoolgirls?
I've played Pooh-Bah and the Mikado twice.
Let's hear it.
You sure? Because the truth is, you really only have to ask me once.
Yes.
Three little maids from school are we, pert as a schoolgirl well can be, filled to the brim with girlish glee. Three little maids from school, everything is a source of fun. Nobody's safe, but we care for none. Life is a joke that's just begun. Three little maids from school.
Bring it!
Three little maids who all unwary come from a lady's seminary. Three from genius to Larry. Three little maids from school. Three little maids from school.